Yo! Hey, I'm back. I decided to come back and continue a bit of the work on that. I think that I want to make some progress. And I was going to work on it anyway. And I said, yeah, why not? Why not just stream it? And so yeah, I'm back. Hello everyone. Hello. I'm also watching on the other monitor a stream, which is a bit of a weird stream. There is basically people that own a house and they found in the basement, you know, like a hidden room or like a sealed room, and they are digging on it. Okay? And I don't know. I'm looking at what they are doing, what they are finding. In case they find anything interesting, I will show you as well. But they say that it's a very old German World War II location, so maybe they will find something special, but I don't know. I'm just looking at that on the second stream meanwhile. The second video, I mean. Okay, so what we are doing is we are trying to so if I type /item, something happened, which is nice. But yeah, the problem is that the window is taking like the wall. Okay, if I right click, is not removing the window. Okay, I have to, yeah, but like the wall, yeah, it's taking like the wall space. But yeah, we got all the categories here, so it actually works somehow. Okay, that's fine. So that's very nice. Yeah, I have to do it so that when we close, we also remove the window. Otherwise, so that the close is actually doing the removal of the window, but it seems at least the categories are sent properly. So we remove the window. And yeah. Anyway, welcome back to anyone that was already looking at the stream before dinner. Yeah, so here we have all our stuff. Okay, so I think we just need to have the item click done now. I mean, the search, I don't think the search will work actually, but well, actually it does. Actually it does. Yeah, which is nice. Somehow. It's not working, but fine. Okay, so what do we want to do? I also want to have the icon, the icon somehow displayed. Okay, so what we want to do is when we click on the category, we receive a message in our main window, which is actually here. So here we receive setup the categories on the left 3. So when this is done and you click one of the items, we are highlighting the item, and that seems to be working fine. And then we request the spawn items on PC. So I think that is actually going to be, I think this works fine. And so we go into request spawn items, right? And this one is going into send spawn items. Okay. And it is actually sending the stuff to this is actually sending the stuff back to the client, right? So, but I think we never connected this to, yeah, receive spawn item. So I think we don't have, yeah, we don't have the receive spawn items done yet. So this is the server sending us the list of items that are belonging to one category, right? So we switch client side. We switch client side, and we need to have exactly the same set of inputs. So category ID, which is actually an integer. And we have our spawn items, which is actually what is a spawn item, structure array, right? Okay. Good. Okay, so now, yeah, one thing that I think that this one we need to cache, because I think this one we need to cache. I think it's too painful not to do it, because then every time you click on one entry, right, you will be re-requesting everything, right? And I don't think it makes any sense. So I think we are going to cache it. I think we're gonna cache it directly on the window, I think, right? I think that's probably the best place. Yeah, I think we will cache it directly here. So are we gonna cache it with what? With a tmap of yeah, because we need so let's say items cache, right? Items cache, and items cache will be a tmap, right? Will be a tmap that has integer on one side, which is the category ID, and he has the PS item. I cannot have an array of PS item struct. No, I cannot. Yeah, because I will actually need an array of spawn items, right? I will need an array of spawn items, so probably, okay, because I need a, well, I think we have a simpler way. Yep, we do. The simpler way is that we don't cache it at all. We just put it in the 3, and the 3 is our cache, right? Yeah, exactly. So basically, if you click an item, right? If you click an item, and that item already has a child, how do I know? How do I know if he has a child? Get grid panel for child. Yeah, I think it's like this. So if this, if it has any, I need more space actually. Need way more space. Clicked on one node. That is when we click on one node, right? So if this thing has, I mean, we can. I mean, the highlight is fine, right? And the current node is fine, so we don't. But is this part that we have to do only if he has no child, right? So only if he's false, we request, right? So yeah, that's like caching. So request item list only if not yet, only if no child, if no children, right? So it means that we load it only once. By the way, hello everyone. Yeah. Exactly. So if we have a child, we do nothing. We just highlight and we don't request, right? Which I think is good. So when we receive that, then we need in this window. We need in this window probably. I think we can put it here, right? We need a. We need the one that is populating the children now. Didn't we have that already? No, Strange. We have this one. Add child node, but add child node at the moment. Add child node. It is no use at the moment, huh? Add child node. Yeah, because we had to create recursive, but in our case it's not recursive, so we just need to for each and but the only problem is that we don't know which is the category we have to put the items in, right? Unless we do a mapping between which I think we should do. Yeah, so probably we need a variable actually, but it's another one. So that is like the categories widget map, right? Something like that. Categories widget map. So I will have the ID, and then on this side I will have the actual node, right? So the item node, which corresponds to the category. So when I'm going through this loop, right? When I'm going through this loop, I'm adding an element here. I'm adding an element which has my category. Where is it? This guy. Yeah, this guy. Right. That is the ID, and it is the new node that I just created, right? This is a new node that I just created. I just have to be careful if you do /item twice, right? That you don't reload everything. But okay, that we can kind of fix, right? So if you already have sent the category once, I think there's no need to do it twice. So that we can do. Okay. Boom. So now that we have this, and this interior is unique, right? Interior is unique. This setup category, can I, well, I want to stop the double, wait. I think we can do it here. So we can check if, right, if we already have children in this vertical box, we don't do anything, right? So if this has any children, right, if this has any children, we don't do it again, right? So it's just opening the window, but it's not repopulating the categories, right? Yeah, we already have the categories displayed, so it's not needed that we do it again, right? So this will happen. Okay, that's good. That's a good logic. So I think I don't need this. I don't need this variable because actually when we will have a separate, right? We will have a separate yeah. We will have a separate function for setting up the children instead of the category. So I think it's fine. So we do this now when, let's call it setup, because we have here setup categories. We can have something like setup items or setup categories category items, right? Or items inside a category, I don't know. Anyway, that's the meaning. So this one will need to have as an input, so these items, it needs to have our spawn item array, right? Our spawn item array. And this one will have to be called by our player controller, right? Our player controller here receives spawn item on client. So we will have our window spawn item, and we will have our setup category items, right? Yeah, exactly. Now we assume that the window is up, right? So we don't open the window again. Sorry, we also need the category obviously. We also need one integer category integer single, and this one goes up. I think I prefer it this way. Okay. Okay. So now. Now that we have this, actually we just need a for loop, because as I said, it's not recursive, right? But we will have to find, right? We will have to find in my category map, right? We will have to find the one that corresponds to this. I mean, if we don't find it, is really a problem, right? If we don't find it, it's really a problem, because it means that the database is inconsistent. So I think it's impossible that we don't find it, right? I mean, I can still branch here, but it should never happen, right? It should never happen. So, but anyway, if it happens, we can print out something and say something like error, cannot find category ID, and then we have this ID, right? But there will be nothing I can do if this happens. Okay, otherwise, which is a normal case, right? And here we are fill the category with items, right? So what I will have to do, I will have to create a new node. So similar to what we do in the setup category, which is here, right? I will have pretty much to do the same. So I will have to create a new node, right? And set it as a child. I think we can have. I think we can have a. I think we can have two functions. This setup category is a bit stupid with the spawn items, right? So let me remove the spawn items. It's just stupid because it's confusing, right? So there is a setup category and this is a setup spawn item, exactly. So we will have to call this guy and not the other one, right? So yeah, so this one doesn't make any sense. Let's remove it. And also the end item I think is, but anyway. So we will create a new widget. And we will have to add no, we will have to get, I think the way I do it is that I get the grid panel for child, and then here I do the add child, right? I think that is how it works, right? Where the content is my new widget, yeah, exactly. And then here we do the setup for yes, because I have to take it from here. We do the setup spawn item, right? And it is basically going to set up the item where the item is this guy. Okay, fine. So this will add the child, and I mean all the children, and he will spawn. Hello, Phoenix. Hello, Phoenix. Good evening.
Let's be honest. Neither one of us knows what that thing does. Just put it in the corner, and I'll deal with it later.
You don't, but I do. You don't, but I do.
What is this? Spaghetti code?
So I'm thinking what to do after this, right? So what do we do? What do we do here? What we have to do is just to, well, actually we don't have to do much because we do it when we click, right? Yeah, exactly. We just have to set the spawn item as the current element and just say that end item is false, right? Pretty much. No, I mean end item is true. Sorry, end item is true. End item is true. I will also have to set up the name. Okay, yeah. Otherwise he has no name. Right? So I have to set up the name, but everything else for now we don't care. And then I would say after this, we do the set check state. Can we do the set check state after this so that I can avoid the redirection? Yeah, exactly. Because the name I have to set up anyway, right? The name I have to set up in any case. But this part, which is actually the state, right? It is in common. It is in common with these two things, right? The difference is that the difference is that check state undetermined. No, I think that I mean, this is okay, but I will have to set on the father. I will have to set on the father, right? The fact that I don't know if it's checked or unchecked. That I have no idea. That I have no idea. Let me see. Item node. If there is a plus, right? If there is a plus, is it unchecked or is checked? I have no idea actually. Is enabled. Check expand. Unchecked. Okay, unchecked is the plus. So I need to expand it. Okay, so I will have to set the as soon as I get items, and I would say the items are not null. So let's say if this length is there a function that says something like has elements? No, or is empty? Is not empty. Well, it's pretty much the same, but okay. I mean, it's pretty much the same. But anyway, if it's not empty, right? If it's not empty, I'm going to set the check mark of the check mark of this guy, right? Yeah. The check wait. Now I lost my train of thoughts, but is here. So check expand, right? Check expand is a checked state, so this is what we have to do. Check expand, check expand, check state, right? So we have to, so if is not empty, we will go unchecked. And so basically you will see the plus sign that you can then expand, right? And we are setting up the spawn items with the name, with the fact that it's not an end item. Well, there is an end item, sorry. Setup category. Did I do setup category false or true? Setup category. Yes, because when you start is empty, obviously. I guess fine. I don't know, we will see. I think there may be a small bug in the... But anyway, this is for sure an end item, and this should be undetermined. Yeah. I don't even know if I need this as end item, because I know exactly when I'm loading a category or loading a spawn item. So that's perfectly fine. And after this, the problem is when you click it, right? When you click it, we need to know if this is a spawn item or not, right? How do we know it? Well, how do we know it? Well, first of all, we have to bind. So we will have to bind. This new item to the click exactly in the same way, right? Yeah, there's a bit of a UI work, but it's fine. Oh my god, I have to go to this event. Jesus. But yeah, pretty much we have to go to this event. No. Can I do it like this? It's super far. It's on the other side of the map. Okay. And then we have to bind to this guy. It's super far. Okay. And now no, the scroll with the mouse wheel I don't care too much at the moment, but I care about this one, right? Because this one is telling us item clicked. Why is getting only category though? That's not good. Because this is not good, huh? Well, I'm getting the item node, so I think I can go in the item node and just check. Yeah, exactly. I can check this node, and inside the node, I can see if I have a spawn item, right? If I have a spawn item, I am looking at an item. So I think that's the easiest way. So I think we can go through this. Request the item list also only if no children. Well, that's not really true. Because it should be no children or no and or what? No, I think it's or, right? So it should be no children and no, sorry, it should be end. 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 No children and should be not an item. And how do I know if it's not an item? I know it's not an item because I think this end item is very confusing. Can we change it? Yeah, we should change it. I think this thing is super confusing. Is end item is super confusing. It's super confusing. I should remove it. No, I should name it. I should rename it. I should rename it to is spawn item. Exactly. Is spawn item, right? And so in this case, I'm not even going to do it. And is spawn item is automatically false. And in this case, is spawn item is automatically true, right? So at least we are, yeah, exactly. Much better. Much better. And now when we click and expand, exactly. If it's a spawn item, we just, yeah, exactly. Okay, I think now it's better because before it was a bit stupid. It was a bit stupid. Is a spawn item. Is spawn item. Ouch. Ouch. Yeah, because now I changed it. Okay. Yeah, this one is not needed anymore. But now, exactly, here we know if it's a spawn item or not, right? So it should not be a spawn item, right? So if it's not a spawn item and at the moment he has no children, we actually request the items because it's a category, right? If not, not. Now, if it's a spawn item, then what we do? If it's a spawn item, yeah, in theory, yeah, I understand. In theory, here I have to do like visualize, right? Visualize thingy. So maybe it's better if I do. Probably it's better if I do it this way then. Probably it's better if I do it this way. So if it's a spawn item false, right? We go into this and right. It's probably cleaner. It's cleaner. It's cleaner. If he's a spawn item, we don't care about any of this. And so we here is where we have to do the real work, right? Which is actually to visualize the item, which is calling what? We have to call BP utils spawn item on client, right? BP util spawn item on client, considering that the camera position, I'm already there with the camera. Yeah, I'm already there with the camera. Okay, so yeah, I can basically call this. I can basically call player controller inspect location spawn item on client. Yes. 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 Is correct. Now, do I do it here or do I create a function for it? Because I think it's better to create a function for it because it's a bit messy otherwise, right? Let's create a new thing, which is show new item or something like that, right? And show new item, we'll have to do this. We'll also have to delete the previous item, by the way. Okay. So this will do show new item. And show new item. Now, do we know the item? Yeah, because it's this node, right? So we need the node as usual. Well, we have the current node, but yeah, we have the current node, but okay, let's add a variable and let's pass it in. Item node. There is an item node. Okay, so we pass in the current node to to show new item. And so this node holds all our information, right? It holds the, so if I get the spawn item from here, we have all the information, right? We have all the information here. So we have the name, we have the mesh, we have the texture. Now the name we don't care too much at the moment, the ID we don't care, but we care about the mesh and we care about the texture. Maybe in the future we will care also by the icon, but at the moment we don't. Now the only thing that we will have to remove the previous item, right? We have to remove the previous item, and also spawn item on client. Spawn item on client. Oh fuck, what about all of this? We do it. So this is already done. It is already done. We just have to do this, yeah. We just have to do this because the camera is already there. Okay. But how do we know who is our spawned item? Good point. Inspected item. Okay, we have a variable which is called inspected item on PS character. Okay, fine. So that's kind of easy then, because we know, right? But we need to get. Do we have a controller ref? No. Get controlled pawn or something. Yeah, it's a bit annoying because I have to do all the cast. Do I have to? No, I don't think so. I can do only this cast. And then I can do this one. I have to cast to PS character. Okay. So we get this, and from here we have the inspected item. So we check if the inspected item is valid, and if it's valid, then we have to destroy it, right? This is just an actor, so I think we just destroy actor. We don't care much about it, right? So we destroy actor if he's not valid, and then we spawn our new guy, right? And then so we destroy the previous and we show the new, right? Pretty much. So here we show the new mesh. Okay, let's see if something works or not, because I think we did a lot of changes. And what happened? Okay, yeah, player controller. Obviously, fuck. Okay. I just said, oh, I don't need it, right? But I said, oh, I don't need it. Actually, I need it. Okay. Good. Let's see if something works or not. I would not drum roll yet because it's a bit early, but I mean, if you want to drum roll, we can try. I think I saved everything. Okay, so let's go. Let's go, boys. We can do this. I believe. I believe we can. Xbox Game Show. Day 9 is on the... What is this? World premiere? Future game show today. I don't know, we can check that. There seems to be a Xbox game show. Mm. 9th of June, yes, today. Xbox Showcase. Xbox Showcase, and just a second, let's just see what is it, when it started, when it ends. Okay, empty window, fantastic. Fantastic. What the fuck? It's not showing anything. That's ridiculous. It doesn't work on Chrome? What the fuck? I think it doesn't work on Chrome by purpose. Oh my god, are you serious? Hello, upside yonder. I remember your name. Hello. Teach me how to make an MMO. It's not very easy, but you know, step by step, one step at a time. I cannot see this freaking Xbox Game Showcase Twitch. I mean, it should be on Twitch, I guess. It's not. Is it finished? Okay, finished. It finished 4 hours ago, so 2 hours. It finished 2 hours ago, roughly. Okay, GG. GG. Well, we can watch the replay, but mods. Yes. Now I remember you. Hello, Grind Lord. P99. Boot up your Microsoft Edge browser. No, it's fine. We want to continue what we were doing, but yeah, I think there is Edge on this PC, right? Microsoft Edge, but I think I never clicked it. A bit scared to do that. Okay, so basically, if we do slash item, right, which is by the way GM command, so normal people will not do it. I forgot to. Okay, I forgot to split the window differently, so it's only on the left side. But anyway, you have all of this, right? If you click on animal parts, no, let's click on weapon something. Let's click on weapons X. Nothing happened. Okay, GG. If I click on weapons X, why nothing happened? Nothing happened, huh? Absolutely. Nothing happened. Okay, fine. Nothing happened. Okay. Well, I was not hoping for everything to work, but Okay, so in theory we should go through this, right? Receive spawn item on client, spawn item, set up category. So this in theory should work. Execute on owning client and reliable. So I think we are calling this, hopefully, right? We are calling receive spawn item, are we? Are we calling receive spawn item something? I think we are, right? Ah, there should be this printout on the server. Sending blah 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 items for category blah blah blah. Aha! Aha, we have some debug here. We have some debug going on. So if I click here or here, absolutely zero. Okay. So we don't reach the server. So we don't send a request. Okay, we don't send a request. Maybe I forgot to call this thing. We don't receive. So we don't call this. Maybe we don't call this. It looks like we are not calling. Well, it seems that we are. Request items on PC. Category ID. Item clicked. I think we are failing on this check actually. Because I don't even see the item clicked, right? I don't even see the item clicked. Yeah, exactly. I think that we fail in this check. So the highlight works because I see the highlight, right? I'm highlighting another, but highlight new item node. But or this is failing, or this is failing. One of the two. Maybe the grid panel for child as children. I don't think it should. Okay. I mean, let's try to understand what is going on, but we will say show new item here, and we will say I already have children. We will say I already have children. Now, assuming that this works, this cannot fail. This then goes. Yeah, but I think is one of the two is failing, right? One of the two is failing. There is no other option. I don't know exactly why, but one of the two is failing. Which is a bit weird though, because when we are populating. Are we failing here? Vertical box container. Let me just see that I didn't do something stupid. Vertical box container. No, but this is for the category, so that is correct. That is correct. We yeah, we don't go yeah, we don't ask to the server. That's the problem. Okay, I have to test it because it's easier than just looking at the wall logic again, right? Is impossible. I mean, not impossible, but I'm lazy. Okay. Anyway, it's partially working, right? We are making progress. We're making progress. Ah, you have to split the window, yeah. This window is, the problem is that this grid is too, I mean, this part is too big, right? So our grid panel, which by the way, I also forgot one row. But I think it's working fine. But the fill definitely is not correct, right? So we want to have a 0.3 or even less. I think we want to have a 0.2, a 0.2, 0.08, right? So that the list of items should be fairly small. Okay, I will fix it next run. Fix it the next run, they say. Okay, so what happens if I click here, here? I already have children. It's impossible that you have children. I already have children? Armor medium? What? Huh? I already have children. So the problem is that this guy thinks get a grid panel for child. Item node. So I clicked on the category. Yeah, exactly. I clicked on the category, right? And grid panel for oh fuck, he has a spacer. He has a spacer there. Okay, how do I know if this thing has how do I know if this thing already has children or not? That's annoying. We don't know actually. We don't know. Well, we have add child node, I guess that we don't flag this in any way, no, huh? We don't flag this in any way. Well, we can check if get children count is greater than 1. It's a bit brutal, but otherwise we just flag this object as having children, but should we do that? By the way, why we have this add child node? Add child node, right? Add child. I'm not even using that. Ay, 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 ay. No, this is completely fucked up. Wait a sec. Is all wrong. I should not do it this way. I should not do it this way. I should do it this way. We have a function. We have a function that does that for us. So why we have to, you know? Why we have to do it manually when we have a function that does it for us? That is already tested in other cases and it supposedly works. So this setup spawn item, right? This is already calling setups. Yeah, exactly. I'm doing everything twice. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm doing this. I should call this, which is done to do that job, right? And then at this point, you know, we will set, I think I will set a new variable that is has children, right? And L children starts false, and then as soon as we add a child, we will set it as true so that we actually, you know, know if this guy is a children or not. So we can use this for our other check in a cleaner way. So each object knows if he has a child, and is much better, right? So now here, instead of doing this shit, we do as children, right? And we don't do this anymore, and we do this, right? And I think now this will work better. Hello, Holp. I saw your question before, but I saw it very late because I was working on. I mean, my YouTube chat didn't work. I saw you asked a question this afternoon, but then I said, "Hey, are you here? Should I answer?" But you were gone. I think you were gone already. So if you repeat the question, I don't remember the question actually, but if you repeat the question, I can answer now. I think you asked something about C++ and C++ and something like that. I don't remember exactly what you asked. We are working on some GM tools to actually... Okay, armor heavy. Item clicked. Okay, so now at least we got the item click. But it seems that then we don't receive... Okay, we went forward. Definitely, but... sending 20 items for the armor helms category on the client. Okay, nice. So the server is actually sending the items now. So this works as expected. But why they don't get populated? Send items. So we should get... Why they don't get populated? So we should get this. So we should arrive here. Do we have any printout? Like error cannot find category ID. Okay, let's see if we get an error. I see an error here actually, but can access it known trying to read property win spawn items? What the fuck? You serious? You serious, my brother? We don't set it? Okay, we never set it. I think we never set the window after we create it. GG! So the second time... So the second time is not... Yup, we don't. Fantastic. Easy mistakes. Yeah, we never set the window. Where are we? Here, right? We never set the window, and so the second time when we go back with the results, that is never right. It is never used. As easy as that. Okay. Good. So now we should be in a better position. Now I don't know exactly about the expand and not expand. Like when I'm clicking on this button, I don't know exactly what will happen because actually we copied this window from another one, and I have no idea. Yeah, the only problem of our project is that it starts to be a fairly big project. And so iterations, meaning testing, it takes quite some time. My question is, I'm making a game, okay. It's a single player medieval RPG. Should I learn C++? Well, I mean, assume you're using Unreal, right? You're using Unreal Engine or not? I assume you are. So I think C++ is not required, right? Mostly in a single player game, right? But still, there will be certain parts of your game that if they are very heavy, very calculation intensive, right? Would be best to be done in C++. But I think that my suggestion would be, if you don't know C++ now, to avoid it, just go Blueprint, set up your start your project without C++. So don't spend time in C++. Start to work on your game, the game logic, the art, you know, the story, you know, the set up your UI, your widget, your whatever. And oh fuck. Okay, something happened, but definitely not what we were thinking. So instead of... Okay. Okay, well, we have a number of issues. We have a number of problems. We have a number of problems. Yep. Okay, the first problem is that we cannot open that window anymore, and the reason is that I decided to do remove from parent instead of collapse, right? Which is obviously wrong. Because we're not going to recreate it again, right? So yeah, we should not remove from parent. We should just set visibility collapse, right? Collapsed. Yeah, exactly. And target me. I think we do the same. When. But then we have another problem that for some weird reason. Okay, let's fix all these issues. Okay, this is one issue. Then I think I'm doing the same. Stop inspecting. No, it's only here. This one is only here. Then the second problem is that yes, now we are receiving the items, but it seems that it's not working. It seems that the add child. So we definitely reach this, and we definitely reach this, and we definitely execute this. And we definitely reach this, right? So on the father, yeah, on the father category, yeah, exactly. So why this is wrong then? I don't understand. So we create a new widget, yeah. We add the child to this grid in column 1. Wait a second. In column 1. Wait a second. Body crafting node. Add child to grid. Yeah, but in theory, yes. content, target. I don't understand what is happening. I don't understand why it's wrong, because it looks okay to me. So we are looping here, right? And we can print out what we are looping, but I think it's actually fine. So I think we are receiving 20 items, right? And we are actually adding the 20 items to the. So we can say add child. Add child, then we can break this and we can add the name of the child, right? So, but I think we will see add child. It's just that it looks like this target is wrong. No, but it's impossible. It's impossible that it's wrong. I don't get it, guys. I don't get why. Okay, let's just see that he's doing add child for 20 times, right? But I think he will do. So it seems that instead of adding a child, he's substituting the node with a new child, right? I'm using EU5, okay. What calculation? Well, let's say that, for example, right? For example, I have, in the database, right? I have in my database, like I have here, right? Maybe, I don't know, 1 million items, right? 1 million items, because they're all the items that the players created. So it works more for a multiplayer game. But anyway, let's say you have 1 million items. You need to iterate on those million items, right? To read them all and load them in memory or do some work with them, right? So if it's a loop that does a lot of stuff continuously, right? For a lot of items, doing it in blueprints may result in a fairly slow execution. So maybe fairly slow, right? Well, if you do it in C++, it will be faster. Or let's say that you want to do, I don't know, continuous line trace forward, right? In the wall map or in the wall surrounding. In real time, react, have your character react to whatever he sees all around him. And so you are doing, 100 line traces all around you, right? So if you do all of that with blueprints, it will be definitely slower than if you do it with C++. So let's say whenever you have a lot of computational intensive stuff. What the fuck? Inspected item is not set. Okay, fine. Easy. Inspected item is not set, and we use inspected item as the we use inspected item. We use do we? Huh? We use inspected item. Wait. Show the new mesh, right? Show the new mesh. Show the new item. Item clicked. No, but this is on the click. It's not on the loading. Wait. There are two problems. One is on the click, and the other is on the inspect. Item created empty. Item created empty. Why is doing get streaming levels all the time? There is something broken here. Item created empty. Inspected item. No, but we have a bigger problem here. The problem is not this. The problem is before this. I mean, this is anyway a problem, but the problem is before this, right? The problem is that item created. What? What? Item created, right? Oh, fuck. Item created. Start inspect. Ah, because it is when I opened the window the first time. When I opened the window the first time. So if item window is true, I go here. Set inspected item to empty. Set inspected item to empty. Yeah, this actually, okay, I mean, that's fine. This actually should go, way before. Yeah, but that's not our problem. That is not our problem. I mean, that is fine. I should do it before. I should do it before all of this, right? Should do it before all of this. So if this is valid and we are inside of this, we go here, otherwise we print that. Okay, that's fine, and it is going to fix the error that we were getting here. Also, this one was empty, right? It was empty for that reason. Now this get streaming levels is a bit weird because it looks like when I disable streaming levels, I'm getting through that 4 times, which is kind of weird. This one, right? Disable distance level streaming. But okay, this will fix that. So it's like if we went 4 times. Why we went 4 times inside of this function? Huh? We went 4 times through that. Because I clicked 4 times, receive spawn item categories on client. No, because this should happen only once. This should happen only once. And this inspect, and this should happen only once. That is a bit strange, huh? Receive spawn item categories is happening more than once. I don't believe so. Receive spawn item categories. Receive spawn item categories happening more than once. Send spawn categories. And no, it's happening only once, bro. That is very, 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 very strange. But anyway. I mean, it's like saying that we can put a printout here. We can put a printout and say sending categories, because actually we don't have it, so we don't trace this call at all. But in theory, this should happen once. But anyway, that is not our problem. I mean, it's another problem, but it's not our main problem. So after this happens, the categories, I get them right. But then when I click on any of the items, yeah, but you see that this is happening like 20 times. Item clicked, right? Item clicked. Item clicked is actually at the end of this infinite spam, but it's 2 seconds after, right? Item clicked. Item clicked. There is some stupid error that I'm not seeing, but definitely. Item clicked is not a very nice name. I think it should be spawn item clicked, right? So spawn item clicked is actually going server side, right? And is requesting. So after that click on the server side, we get, so this was what? And the problem is that I don't know. Sending 20 items. So okay. So our item click is at 0959, right? And actually server side at 0959, so exactly the same time, we get the request, right? And we say, oh, I'm sending the 20 items, right? I'm sending the 20 items. So we actually go through this properly, right? That is properly. Now, unless these items are empty, are these items empty? But I don't think they are, because we see the name. So this is getting called, right? This is getting called. So we get here, right? We get here, we receive our items. We get here, we receive our items. We do setup category items. So I'm pretty sure we arrive here. And then on the client, right? We don't get. After item clicked, I don't see any error related to that. There is another error, but it doesn't make any sense. I mean, it's not a problem. So we get this, right? But yeah, probably the list is empty actually, because you see that we don't see this printout. We don't see add child, so categories widget map. But we also don't see this error, right? We don't see the error, so it seems that we find the category properly. We find this, but then we enter here, and probably the array is empty. I don't get it. I mean, he's saying that he's sending 20 items, so I'm expecting. Unless I didn't connect. Maybe I didn't connect that. Wait a second. No, this is connected. This is connected, bro. No, that is connected. So it cannot be empty. So what is going on? Okay. Let's print out the length of this thing, because I don't know, something weird is happening. I don't know why. Let's print setup category item, and then let's print out the length of this guy, right? Size, no, what? That is an array, bro. Can I have the length? Thank you. Okay, let's print this. I don't know. I'm like, there is something stupid that I'm not seeing, right? This is not saved. Huh? Why it is not saved? Maybe we had something not saved. There is a bunch of stuff here at the top not saved, I know, but thanks for all the. It's really helped me. Okay, yeah. But I think really, you know, All-P, I think you can start with blueprints, and then if something goes slow, you can convert it to C++ later on, right? So it's always possible. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. You can do it, depending on the complexity of your game, but I think it's still doable, right? So you find something that is low, and you take only that piece and you convert it, right? You don't need to have C++ at the start. Mainly when you are prototyping your game, I think it's so much faster and easier to do it in blueprints. So don't spend time on stuff that you don't know at the moment. What is my issue now? My issue now is that this command seems to work fine. Let me keep the window there. This command /item seems to work fine, even if we get this 1 million inspect item that I don't know why we get all of this. But I will check this later. I mean, it's definitely wrong, but then when I click on one of those, like armor medium, right? Setup category items 20. Okay, add child. Okay, so now I see the add child, but so we go through, and these are all, but you see that he's adding it instead as a child, he's adding it as a father of this. So I don't understand what is going on, really. I mean, he's selecting the right one, but then he's not doing add child. Okay, so One step at a time. So we arrive here. Our number of element is 20. We go through the for each loop. We see add child, add child, add child, right? So in theory, our father node is this one, which is actually the correct one. But it seems that this function, add child node, is actually wrong. But I don't understand how it can be wrong, considering they just copied from a window that actually works, right? That's kind of weird, because actually I copied the add child node, or not. Maybe not. Ah, this add child node is not something that I wait, what? Add child node is on WD item node. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So it must be under I think it's an old function, yeah. I think it's an old function. I think it's a function that probably we are not using anymore. But it's here actually, add child node, right? Current father. Current father is a WD help node. Current father is a WD help node, yeah, exactly. And add child node is doing this, is creating the node, is getting the grid panel for child, and then is adding the child to the grid, yeah, and then is doing the setup, and then is returning the child. I mean, returning the child is fine with me, but setup one node, yeah. No, actually, it seems to be okay. I don't understand what is going on. Is this line wrong? I mean, it's not. This one I'm doing it only when I'm adding to the category, so it must be correct. There is no way. Okay, let's do it the hard way. Add child 2, okay, 2, and I'm getting, and I will get the name of this. Can I get the name? Exactly. Can I get the txt name? Get text, right? So so I will see add child 2, and this will be the name of the widget, right? I'm using this widget, which is an item node, I go inside of this, I create a new node. The target is the grid panel for child of my father node, and the content is the new widget that I created, right? Wait a second. Setups. Is this broken? Ay. The setup is broken. That's a mistake. The setup is not connected. The setup is not connected for whatever reason. Probably because I changed this guy. Yeah, because I changed this guy and it didn't connect it to that. Okay, we found the bug. This one was not connected. This one was not connected, and so... And by the way, let me also... Okay, we found the bug. Child widget. Oh, by the way, this is also wrong. Okay, but that's not... Okay, so I think we found our bug, boys. It was not... Now, the other problem I have is that... Okay, it's definitely not removing the old. Okay, we have another... Okay, we have a number of issues, but we're gonna fix them all. Don't worry. So the other problem is that when you click on the item, right, and we show the next... And we show the new item, we are not setting the inspected item to be the new one that we just created, right? Well, we should, right? So we should set here the inspected item equal to... equal to what? Inspected item. Equal to this, right? Okay. There is another good fix, which was actually wrong. Why we get... if it's low, I will use both. Is this the best way to develop? Yeah, I think... Yeah, usually I use both as well, right? You see, I have a lot of blueprints. All my blueprints are pretty much the UI, right? The user interface. Like pretty much everything UI is blueprints, and everything else is C++. But there is not a hard rule, right? You can, again, as I said, I think you should just start with blueprints, and some people even prefer blueprints, right? So they say, oh, this thing is developing blueprints, for them is better, right? So don't worry about that too much at the moment. So I would like to understand why we get this inspected item, right? Why we get this million of times. Input axis event, look left, look right. Ah, when we move the mouse. Ah, because the inspected item is not set, and so it doesn't know what to rotate. Ah, I understand. So yeah, the windows may be up, but you have nothing to rotate. I see. Okay, I think I understand why it happens. I don't know if I want to fix it, but it kind of makes sense to me. Okay, we're getting closer, right? We're getting closer. We are nearly there. We are nearly there, boys. Nearly there. But it's nice that you ask question, Alpiz. I mean, I'm streaming also to interact with you guys and, you know, have a bit of a chat on stuff. So, yeah, absolutely. So, keep the question coming. I think the axe is inside the bag. Yeah, it is. It is because we were not setting the inspected item, and so it was not getting removed. But now we should be fine. Let's see. Let's see. Now, in terms of expanding or collapsing, I have no idea how that will work, but we will see in a second. And remember that that is a game master tool, so even if it doesn't work perfectly, I mean, it's fine. We just want this to work, right? But not work perfectly. Okay, armor medium, right? Oh, finally, bro. Okay, finally. So if I go under web, so if I expand here, right? I mean, I could do it that if you click here is actually asking the question, but I think if I click again on armor medium, you see I already have the children. So this is actually doing nothing, right? Which is nice. If I go under weapons, and then I go battle axe. I cannot click it. Why I cannot click it? That is a bit weird, huh? Huh? I cannot click it? Maybe I am clicking it, but one of the two checks is failing. Maybe I am clicking it. Item clicked. No, maybe I didn't bind. I didn't bind. No, I did. Wait. No, we did bind, right? Did I bind the father? Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I bound the father and not the child. GG. Okay. Okay, now they will be clickable. Another mistake. Another mistake! That's okay. I mean, this thing was complex, so it's normal that we got some debugging and fixing to do. I think is okay. The children are back to the house. They know they need to sleep soon. What? Your children, Hula? Do you have children? Do you have children, Hula? They are back into the house? Okay. No, I speak about children. Yeah. Father and child. Okay. I believe. Ah, finally, bro. Fucking finally. Fucking finally. This was painful. No, but it was good. Was good. Was good. So basically, okay, let me see if I click on something else. I want this one to go away, right? So if I click on a drum, oh, very nice. Maybe this one's a bit too big, but fine. Yeah, it is actually working, boys. It is working! It is working! So we actually have... So with this we can go through all the items in the game, right? I think it would be nice also to see the icon. I don't know where I want to put the icon, but maybe I will put it like here, right? Like a small icon here. And the search is not really working. The search is not really working. And this one is a bit of a weird center. Like if the center is not in the center. Like if the center is here. Kind of. Like if the center is there. But yeah, with this, we can inspect all our items and find out if they are good or not. Yeah, the fact that you click on the plus is actually not requesting the children is kind of annoying, yeah? So I will have to do it so that when you click on plus, let me see if I can launch it 2 times. No. I have to make the window visible again. Right? So when I slash item, I mean, I guess the server is sending me the categories anyway, but I think I need to make at least the window visible. Right? Yeah, we just show the window. I think I find it a bit annoying that when you click on the plus, you don't get. So I think one thing that we can do, we can actually set. We can actually set when we set up the categories. Yeah, we can set it as. We can set this as undetermined, right? So that basically you don't see the plus or the minus, and you will see it only when you receive items, right? Yeah, this I think is better. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Like this, I think will be nicer. Okay, let's try these two fixes. But I think it's working, huh? It's working, it's working. Can we put the icon? Well, the icon will be nice. The icon, I think it would be nice to have an icon here. How do I put an icon there? I would like to have an icon here. Well, I mean, for an to have an icon, I need to have a. I need to have what? I have no idea. Is the same as the item detail, right? Is the same as the item detail. So is this icon, right? This icon is what? Is a button? Is a button. Okay. Is a WD button. Is a WD button. So if I put it here somewhere. Not exactly there. The problem is that here I'm inside a grid. Ay, 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 ay. I'm inside a grid, bro. No, mistakes were made. I'm inside a grid. I can. It will become, and the icon will be as big as this. Oh my god. No, 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 no. It works. It works. It works. It works. Okay, okay, okay. So we have the icon there. This is the item icon. So how do I populate it? Well, in the same way we do it for this, right? How do we do it for this? No idea. Item icon. Item icon. Setup button by icon name. Setup button by icon name. Yeah, exactly. Fantastic. Done. Well done, I don't know. So when do we do it? We do it when we click on the we do it when we click on the item. Here. We do it here. We do it here. We do it here. Show new item. Blah blah blah. 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 Button item icon. Button item icon. Icon name. Icon name. Huh? What do you think about this? Let's see. Maybe. Maybe, boys. Because if we see the icon is also useful because we can see if we have missing icons, right? So basically we go through the whole list and we say, oh, this one needs to be fixed, this one needs to be fixed, this one needs to be fixed. Understand? It's nearly midnight, but you know what? There is an incredible news I have to give you. That next week I have some days of holiday, which is insane, including tomorrow. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, tomorrow I'm in holiday, boys. I'm in holiday. So it doesn't mean that I can't continue forever tonight, but, you know, I don't have the problem of going away exactly at midnight. Even if I think I will probably go, but let's say, I think we reached a good point, right? We reached a good point. I think we reached a good point. This thing is pretty much working. Okay, let's see. Yeah, you see they start all with no plus, right? So if you click here, oh fuck, why? That should not have happened, but anyway. That's kind of weird though. But anyway, if you go weapons, longsword, right? You click here, then now you see the plus, and now you expand, and then you go hook blade. Look at the hook blade, bro. Look at this beautiful guy. I like this. And the icon, boom, there it is. You see the icon? Fantastic. Longsword. Icon. Ornate longsword is exactly the same. It's not switching the texture. No! It's not switching the texture? What the hell? What the hell? I mean, I've seen it. No? Why? Bro, it was working 100%. It was working 100%. Maybe it's working in the... So what was it? Ornate longsword? Ornate longsword. Yeah, it is working. I mean, in this view, it is working. Why in this view is working and in the other view is not? There is a mystery, huh? Texture, I mean, we are calling the same function. We are calling the same function. So you mean that this is empty? This must be empty then. If that is empty, it means that... If that is empty... Wait a second. If that is... Okay. That is empty? Nah. What do you mean is empty? That is very, 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 very strange. So you mean that we are sending it wrong? No more mystery about the Sunday evening work. Yes. That is also for that reason, yes. It's also because tomorrow is holiday and so I can. Send spawner. I think get texture name, right? So we get the texture here. Item stats. Yeah, but I think so. Yeah, but yeah. I mean, item stats, right? Ornate longsword, right? Ornate longsword, right? Ornate longsword has texture 86, which I assume is different than the normal longsword, right? So it should be 86. Ah, wait a second. Wait a second. I remember something. Wait. I think that the texture is getting translated before. Yeah. I know exactly why. Because that's the number of the texture, but then we have a data table on the client which is keeping the real texture, and I'm doing the translation between that texture and the data table, and I think that in this case I didn't do it right. Yeah. That is exactly the reason why. Exactly. That is exactly the reason why. The only thing that was weird is that okay, let's solve one problem at a time. So if I search spawn item on client, right? You will see that in this other instance, right, that we are calling it, we convert exactly, here it is. We convert the texture to the data table before passing it to this guy. Now, yeah. Exactly. So here we have to do the same. Because this texture is just a number, and so this texture is just a number, and it needs to be converted to the full name texture, and then when it's converted to the full name texture, if I find it or if I don't find it, it's exactly the same. In this case will be empty, so we'll pass an empty string. In this case we will pass the actual texture. So now I think that now it will work. I think now it will work also with it. It's good that we found it, but anyway, it was easy to find. By the way, guys, if you want to click on follow on Twitch and subscribe on YouTube, that is appreciated. Doesn't cost you anything and is helping us. So please do it. Just do it. Hello, Luna Jane. Glad to hang out and listen to your thought processes. Yeah. How to fix a lot of bugs. How to fix a lot of bugs. Okay, so let's go back to longswords, I think, which is the one that we were testing, and we go ornate. Aha, you see that now it's correct. Now the ornate longsword is with the right texture. If I go back to the normal longsword, it is like this. If I go to the platinum one, it's the same. It is the same, and it is different, right? I don't know if I want to zoom in and zoom out. Maybe in the future. I mean, it's fairly big on your screen anyway, right? But maybe you want to zoom in and out. Don't know exactly how to do it, but I mean, if do it with the mouse wheel, maybe. So if we, the problem is that I will have to move the item forward, basically. But anyway, yeah. I think it's working fine, bro. It's working pretty good, actually. I like it. We have our item inspector now. We have our item inspector. We can see the icon, and we can see the item. Now there may be some categories that actually do not have any items below, right? Like for example, no, I think all of them will have. I think all of them will have items. This one is particularly big. I don't know why. I mean, it shows particularly big on the screen. Like if it's going over. Coins are not working. I think containers, none of the containers are actually working at the moment because... no, actually they do. Okay. Actually they do? Okay, nice. Yeah, I think some zoom in and zoom out may be nice actually. This lock. You immediately want to lock pick it. Okay, guys, I think we reached a good point, right? I think the problem is a bit of the zoom. Like, yeah, everything that is exactly 1 meter wide and is square is a bit too big, but fine. Like books, yeah. Maybe I will add a way to scroll, right? To zoom, I mean, to zoom in and out. Why all the books have exactly the same mesh and the same... We have a million of books. Well, not a million, but we have a lot of different skins for books, right? Why we... Why we always use the same one? Looks like, okay, finally, one different one. It's pretty low resolution though, so we should maybe increase that. I mean, it's a book, it's fairly small when you see it on the right. I'm just trying to see if things are breaking. I mean, if something breaks the thing, but seems it's not breaking anything. Effects. We had food ingredients are like 3 millions. Like, for example, this one is the wrong icon, you see? Or is the wrong icon or is the wrong mesh. Dash of cinnamon. So here the icon is like this, but the mesh is like this. I don't know. And some still have the sack, which is basically the default. This is the default in case there is no mesh. So if you exit and you restart, if you exit and you launch it again, yeah, it will not ask for. Oh, oops, it's broken. It's broken, and because probably the window needs to be visible and not it testable. Okay, that was a good test. I think that the window needs to be visible and not it testable. Yeah, I think that it is my mistake. My mistake. Okay, good. It works, guys. It works. I think are these items summoned somewhere on the map because you have said there is no instance in you? Yes, they are summoned. They are summoned here, which is actually a very special place in the map, which is very far away from everything else, and is the area that we use for the mini game, right? The dice game, and is also the area that we use for the podium map, the where you select your character, which at the moment is not visible because it's not loaded. But if I load it, it will appear here exactly. You know, so it's the same place where you have this. Which is the selection, the character selection map, right? And yeah, so it's a kind of a special place where we have all our. Is actually a giant box. There is also the character creation here. So if you go here, you will see. Yeah, you see it. It is the character creation with the selection of the different abilities, with the selection of the race and the planets, with the planet and your race, and then ultimately with the warp, which is the loading screen, right? Which is the loading screen when you're loading into the game. So yeah, all this stuff is basically contained in this box. By the way, did we we went inside the thing, so this will actually be visible. Mistakes were made, huh? Or not? No, it's not. It's not visible. No, it's not visible. It's not visible. Our piece. Where is our new piece? Our new piece is here. Yeah, our new piece is here. So it's in this part, which is behind, just behind the character creation. You see, that is the character creation. That is just behind the character creation. So yeah, everything that is persistent and it should stay here forever is in that part of the map. Oh, I launched something wrong. No more sound? What do you mean? Can you hear me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hula hula. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, it works perfectly, my friend. It works perfectly. Okay, we did it. I think it's done. I think it's done. Now, you can already spawn the item, but you can inspect the item, which is cool. And we also have the icon. So, okay, let me try to do this. So we do that, then we close, right? Then we open it again. Okay, we can do this. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Okay. Works, my friend. Fantastic. That is the improved knife, huh? The improved version. I did it by hand myself. Yup. Let me send a message to a jet. Maybe he's listening, but iteration on /item window. It actually works. It lists all the categories and items, and you can see the 3D model and the icon. It doesn't spawn it yet, but we can add at the bottom, right? We can add at the bottom other stuff. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna go. I have lost YouTube. YouTube is lost. GG YouTube. Or maybe you have lost it. But anyway, I'm gonna go. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. I don't know if tomorrow I will stream in the afternoon, but maybe yes, maybe no. I'm in holiday. Maybe I will do something. I will just go a bit around, and go visit something. I don't know. I may do something tomorrow. I will even take the bike and go with my bike somewhere. So I don't know. But in the evening, I think I will be here anyway. So I will be here at 9:30 p.m. European time. If you want to click on follow on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube. Also remember that our game can be downloaded. You can go and download now and click on Windows, Linux, Mac and get the game and play it right now. And yeah, we should start to think about a new release. I did a lot of updates to the weapons, as you can see, right? There's a lot of new textures, a lot of improved textures. Still a lot of old ones, like this one, for example. But yeah. Okay, yeah, I think I'm going. We should round this a bit more, eh? Maybe. Okay, guys, have a good night. Bye-bye. Have a good night.